So this week's life hack is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be for the gentlemen, but ladies, pay attention because this could improve your life too. After this short intro, we're going to get you introduced to the life hack of the week. Hi guys, my name is Mickey and we're bringing you life hacks every week. They're going to hopefully expand your life, expand your brain, expand your knowledge, and make your life just a little bit easier. If you guys can do me a favor and smash that like button, help us out, and even subscribe, you'll get some tips every week about what we're trying to improve your life with. So this week I saw a product on Shark Tank. It kind of blew my mind for a second because I just started laughing and my wife couldn't figure out what exactly I was laughing at, but after a couple moments she kind of realized what was going on and what I saw and what she saw. So this product came up and I was first thrown back because it was a retro product, which means that it's a product that already existed that somebody's trying to bring back. And they came into the Shark Tank saying they had this all new design and this all new way to market it and this all new way to really expose it to the public. And it was just a retro product. In fact, it was something very simple that my great-grandfather used and my grandfather used and my father didn't use. And if you kind of look at the product's history, around the 1960s and 70s, a company came in and they decided they wanted to take over market share by creating these new awesome versions of their product, and they wanted to create a new way for people to connect with their product. And after a short while, they started taking over market share. And nowadays you see all kinds of ridiculous things that I just laugh at, but it's becoming the way of the future. And what am I talking about? That is the razor blade. So the face razor has evolved over the years. The ones you're more used to looking at are like these with the multiple head attachments, and they have like 4, 15, 5,000 blades on them. They're a little bit ridiculous. Or you can see more commonly the drugstore version, which has even the 2 blades on it and the little wet tip at the top. I think these products are both ridiculous. These are crap, everybody knows that. If you've ever shaved with one, you've ripped your face off. And you'll notice that these cause razor burn and bumps and all kinds of other things as well. I had to dig this out of my shaving kit and I don't even have the blades anymore. They suck. So I want to introduce you to my razor that I use. This is a double-edged safety razor, and you can see that it literally is 1 edge, 2 edge, and it's called the safety razor because it's not that single blade that you see the old barbers use, but it is a very safe, very wholesome way to shave. I use this product for a myriad of reasons, mostly financially, but most importantly, the way it makes my face feel and the shave that I get from it when I'm done using it. I'm not trying to endorse this product. I'm just simply saying that sometimes our grandparents and our great-grandparents and our great-great-grandparents had things figured out, and we've gone back as generations and tried to reinvent them, and it's absolutely been unnecessary. We've never done anything with it. The multi-blade razors not only cut your hair, but they're designed to actually go a little bit below the skin with their multiple blades and cut the hair follicle below the skin, which then leads to ingrown hairs, and you get a big problem with that. You can get a much smoother and a much better shave with a single blade than you can with your 15 bajillion blade contraptions that you see. And here's my favorite part. Guys, it's way cheaper. Once you learn how to use this product the right way, you will save so much money. Around 2009, I had a roommate, Drake, and Drake was totally into shaving with a single blade razor, and I was still fighting with an electric and still trying to figure out the multi-blade, and just nothing was really working for me. So I asked him one day, what are you doing? How are you doing it? Why are you doing it? We sat down, we had a good discussion about it, and it changed the way I shave my face forever. So I went out to the flea market the following weekend and I went and bought these 2 exact boxes. These are $20 together, so it's $10 for a pack. This box hasn't been opened, and this box is about half opened. And inside of these are these little packets. So I want to remind you, I went 10 years ago, spent $20, and those are the last blades I've bought in 10 years. Think about how much you're spending on your shaving habit every month. So inside of the big box are these little white boxes. Inside these little white boxes are 5 of these. They're paper wrapped. And inside is a brand new, super sharp razor blade. I put one of those on, It lasts me about a month. I change it out. I don't worry about it. I throw this away. Why? Because it costs me so little. Cost me so little to get one of these. So along with your investment in a new shaving setup, the most important thing you're going to buy is going to be your razor blade itself. And that's going to have to be a personal decision. I liked the handle on this one. My wife actually got me this for Christmas about 10 years ago, and it's traveled with me everywhere. The handle is going to be the most important part, and then the weight and the feel of it. The build of them and the way the contraption works is usually about the same. You've got your stick, you've got your top guide, you've got your bottom guide, and then you put the blade in between. So it's really simple. You take your top guide, flip it over. The blade has a bunch of little slots. You just make sure it lines up. You put your bottom guide on. Make sure you're not grabbing it sideways because that's where you're going to interact with the blade. And then you screw this stick on. And that quickly, I just changed my entire blade setup. I've got a brand new blade on here. I'm ready to go for another month. So some things I would subscribe to as you're changing your shaving habits is the process of how you shave. So I've gotten this down to about 5.5 minutes where I can do the whole thing. If I want to do the extended version and do a really nice clean baby smooth shave for a special event, it takes me about 15 minutes altogether, and that includes wait and sit time. So this particular product that I chose off of Amazon, and you can get a different one, but this is from Italy, and it has eucalyptus oil and menthol in it. And as soon as you open it up, you can smell that menthol. So fresh. This is your pre-shave. And this pre-shave goes on first, and the whole process is to get your pores to open up. So the menthol is really the most important part. The eucalyptus helps smooth everything out. It's a really great thing to have too. But the menthol is going to open up your pores, and it's going to allow you to push on just a little bit to get a little bit deeper into the hair, but it's not going to go so deep that you're going to cut the hair follicle, and you're definitely not going to cut it so low that you're going to get shaving bumps. Remember, this process is going to eliminate shaving bumps. If you have problems with shaving bumps or any ingrown hairs, shave the right way. That's all I can say. So after you have your pre-shave on, you can give it 5 to 10 minutes to really open everything up, or you can go right from there and go on to the next step. Depends on how much time you have, how much effort you have. The time that you spend right there at that pre-shave level is what's going to make the difference in the smoothness of the outcome of your shave. So some other things that you're going to need. I personally have a caddy for my brush. You don't need that. You can just store it. For years, I stored it upside down. It was not a big deal. But specifically, this brush is going to be very important. The type of hair that you get varies. It's really a personal preference, and you can play around with different ones. You can go to the stores and try different ones, but I got this from Walmart. It wasn't anything necessarily special, but it's done great work for me because of what it needed to do. This specific one is horsehair. And it's a bulb shape, and it's lasted me 10 years, and it's going to last me another 25, I'm sure. Along with that, you're going to need a soap and some type of dish for it. So this is an old mug that we converted over, and then this is my sandalwood soap. So it's got the sandalwood smell. I've also had this, I've had this about 5 years. I've had to replace it once, but they do last for a long time. So all you're going to do is get your brush wet. You're going to make up a good lather on your soap, and then you're going to apply that to your face with your brush, and then you're ready to go and shave just like normal. So after that, your cleanup is really easy. You can just wipe down your face with a towel. You're going to be nice and good to go. If you want to use a cold towel afterward to close down your pores, it actually helps a little bit too. To clean this, you're just going to rotate it loose. I don't even have it off, but you're going to run some water over the blade, and you're done with it. And then as far as cleaning up your soap, you just leave it in place, let it dry, and it's actually going to congeal back into a spot where it's going to be able to be used again. So making sure you have a deep enough dish to hold your soap and your shaving soap is going to actually help you so that you can hold on to that even longer. So the whole process really takes about 5 to 15 minutes depending on how much time you want to put into it. If you want to go nuts, you can put a warm towel on your face or get right out of the hot shower, and that'll help you as well before you put the pre-shave on. But I find that it's not really ultimately necessary as long as you put the pre-shave on for 10 to 15 minutes. Then you're going to wipe that off, put your soap on, shave like you normally would. You'll come out baby smooth. If you really want to dig in, I advise that you go in for a second round and you shave against the grain. So the first time you're shaving with the grain, the second time you're going to shave against the grain, you're going to come out baby smooth every time. I know that this is something that sounds kind of backwards, but the reality is that our great-grandparents and our great-great-grandparents had it right. When it comes down to shaving, these multi-blade processes are just wrong. It's just not designed correctly, and it's not designed to do what you need it to do. So I know this has been a low-tech video compared to our last video that was high-tech, but ultimately this is gonna save you a ton of money. It's gonna save your face, and it's gonna save your relationship with your razor blade and your wallet. So I highly advise you to take some time, check it out, and advance your life. Thanks again, guys. This has been Mickey with my new channel on life hacks. We hope that you guys are liking what's going on. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.